Hello, this is Jim Nalen, liturgical guitarist, and I have kind of an impromptu video here for the Advent season. I don't have time to get the music written out and on my website for you, but I thought I'd show you this arrangement in case anybody wants to use this as an Advent instrumental. So it's Alleluia, Hurry the Lord is Near. I think that's by Ernst Sands, yes. So anyway, I was playing through this the other day by ear, and I wondered why I never arranged it. It was so easy. And then I got out the sheet music and realized that the version I was playing by ear is a little different than the sheet music. And the sheet music was harmonized by somebody. And so I think there's extra chords in there. So if you simplify it down to this, still sounds like the same thing. If you're playing it as an instrumental, you can get away with it. You may want to use the OCP chords if you're playing with a group. So here we go. I'll play through it once and then I'll talk through it. So that's the basic. I'll show you an ending you can do it, and a few little trills to make it more interesting. But first let's talk about the chords. I'm doing 3 different E minor chords. And for the sake of this video, I'm going to call them E minor, just E minor. That's your basic E minor. And I'm using my first and second fingers on it. And I'm actually not even playing those strings, so you don't need them. And then a regular D chord. Go back to the D. And then what I'm going to call E minor 3. So you take a D minor and you slide it up 2 frets. So your first finger's on the 3rd fret. And use the E bass and your little finger down here for that note on the 5th fret. And I'm going to call that E minor 3. It's just E minor, 3rd position. And then there's one more E minor chord that I'm going to use, and that's up here with your first finger on the 7th fret, second finger on the 8th fret of the 2nd string, 3rd finger on the 9th fret of the 3rd string. So, and the extra note you're going to use here is your little finger on the 10th fret of the 2nd string. So you get 3 E minor chords, and I'll say them out loud as we go through the arrangement, so you can write them down. So E minor 3, and E minor 7. Then let's see, we have the D. There's another D chord. That's just D up on the 5th position, so I'm going to call that D5. You got your first fret on the 5th, first finger on the 5th fret of the 1st string, and then 2nd finger and 3rd finger on the 7th fret of the 3rd and 2nd strings. And there's a G, I'll call it G7 because it looks like a D chord slid up to the 7th fret. And you're going to use the open D bass on that. You're not going to try and get a bass on that. We're just going to cheat on that one. Let's see. There's 2 A minors in this. There's one that I'm going to play with. Let's see. So I'm coming. I'm going to play this kind of odd here so that I can move into it easy. So I've got my 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, third finger on the 5th fret of the 3rd string. I've I've got my second finger tucked in up here on the 5th fret of the 2nd string, and my little finger's playing the 5th fret of the 1st string. So I got these 3 fingers all crammed in there. But then when I go from this E minor 7, I can slide on my 3rd finger down to this A minor, grab the 5th string bass, and then slide back up on it into the E minor 7 again. And then there's another A minor that's just like a D minor, but it's on the 8th fret. So, and open A bass. So those are the chords. Let's talk through it real quick and I'll show you. So it starts out E minor, and melodies on the 2nd fret and 3rd fret of the 1st string. Then D, lift off the 2nd finger, and then E minor. A little D, just playing the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings. And then you go up to the E minor 3, and then back to a D, lift off, and then E minor. Now E minor 7. And then go up to it, slide on your 1st finger up to the 8th fret and hit that A minor 8. And then go slide on your 1st finger down to the D on the 5th. Open 4th string bass. And then the G on the 7th, still in the 4th string bass. And then back to the E minor 3. And D, lift off, and then E minor. And then, so let's go through that again. E minor, D, E minor, D, E minor 3, D, E minor, then D, E minor 7, A minor 8, D 5, G 7, E minor 3, D. So that's your chorus. Then the verse, sound the trumpet, the Lord is near. So E minor, then E minor 7. So you jump up. And then here's where you slide down to that A minor 5, and back up to there. Now if you have trouble getting this, it's kind of an awkward, that's the only hard part in the whole piece, if you're used to these chords. You can get it pretty good by just, playing this E minor and then just barring these 3 on the 5th fret, and then going back up and playing this E minor 7. So however you want to do this. So the starts out again E minor and then E minor 7, back to the E minor 7, and then E minor 3, D, E minor, D, E minor again, back to the E minor 7, and then we're going to slide down. These aren't chords, but they're just thirds. D bass, open D, 4th string. Just playing thirds here. 1st finger on the 5th fret of the 1st string, 3rd finger on the 7th fret of the 2nd string. Slide everything down 2 frets, and then into the D chord there, and then E minor. So, E minor 7, back to E minor, and then E minor 3, D, and then some things that you can add to spice it up. I have trouble with it. I'm getting arthritis in this little finger and it's not working like it used to. But I'm doing a hammer on. So D, hammer on and pull off with my little finger. And then pull off with the 2nd finger. And then pluck the 2nd string, 3rd fret. and then to the E minor. So that's one that you can put in wherever you feel like it. Here's another one. So the D, and then hammer on, lift off the second finger, hammer it on and pull it off, and then the second string. Let's see, then what else we got? But those are the two trills that I usually use. And when you get to the very end, that would be a nice ending for it. So all I'm doing there is I'm coming off of the da 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 da. Hurry, the Lord is near. So I strum the three strings here, and then I do the fifth, fourth, third, second, open, and then I do harmonic up here on the 12th fret, third string, and then seventh fret, first string, and then all three on the 5th fret. So that'll give you an idea what you can put together, and hopefully I'll get that arranged and have it on my website for next year if you think you need the sheet music. But I know a lot of you guitar players are better than I am and just need the idea for an arrangement. And so this is one that you should be able to put together pretty easy. And I hope you have a wonderful Advent, and God bless as you're playing. And look for more videos and arrangements on liturgicalguitarist.com.